No one but me in the silent black sea. I am lost in the waves.
Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, as you reach up and you rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. You will be found.
So today we are continuing with our expressions and equations unit from Open Up Resources. And today we have actually used an outside source called Maneuvering the Middle. It's on Teachers Pay Teachers. So what we're going to look at today is checkpoint 1, direct teaching 1. And you're going to notice that we are learning about what terms and variables are and how we combine like terms. So let's go over a little vocabulary. A variable is a symbol for a number we don't yet know. It is usually a letter like X or Y. For example, in X plus 2 equals 6, X is the variable. So when we look at this, I just want to go through some of this vocabulary. A number in front of a variable is called a coefficient. It tells us how many of the variable we have. The X here is the variable. We can use a letter or a symbol, but typically you'll see us using letters. An operator, add, subtract, multiply, divide, square, things like that, that change and describe our relationships. And then our constants are numbers that their value does not vary. Okay, so a variable has a varying value, and a constant never changes. 5 equals 5 equals 5. So here it says y variable, when it may just have one value. In the case of x plus 2 equals 6, we can solve to find that x equals 4. But in something like y equals x plus 2, a linear equation, x can have many values. So that is why we call it a variable. The other thing that you need to know before we go is a term. In algebra, a term is either a single number or a variable, or numbers and variables multiplied together. They are always separated by a addition or subtraction sign. So 4x minus 7 is an expression. 4x minus 7 equals 5 is an equation, because we've got that equal sign. And each of these, 4x, 7, and 5, are all terms. So now we get down to these terms, and what I want you to do is we're going to sort them into the type of term they have. We consider them like terms if they have the same variable to the same power. So x squared is a different term than x. So you're just going to click and drag and drop. So 7x belongs here. 3 is a constant. It is 1 more than 2. 11x, we're going to drag down here. 3x squared goes into this x squared. 9y, we're going to sort it into the y. 15 is a constant. It's a number with an unchanging value. 12y goes here. 8 is a constant. 1 is a constant. 13y is going to go here. 4x goes with the other x's. 15y goes here. And 24 goes here. So when you're asked to combine like terms, you want to gather up all of the terms that are alike, and then we're going to find the total, and that will give us a simplified expression. So 3x squared is all on its own, so we're going to do 3x, and then to get that little 2 up there, we hit the control and the period button, and then type in our 2. Here, we're going to add up our coefficients. 7 plus 11 plus 4 times x. So our final total is 22x. Okay. Same thing for y. We're going to add our coefficients. You can see this is kind of like using the distributive property, but inside our head. 12 plus 13 plus 15 plus 9, y. So when we add that all together, we see that that is 25. 25 plus 15 is 40, plus 9, 49y. I'm going to move these down so we can see the final total a little clearer. And then our constants, we're going to add those together. 1 plus 15 plus 8 plus 3 plus 24. So 1 plus 15 is 16, plus 8 more is 24, plus 3 more is 27, and then 27 plus 4 makes 31, so we have 51 altogether. So to create this as an expression, we would put in addition signs. So 3x squared plus 22x plus 49y plus 51. So now you've completed direct teaching 1, and I'd like to show you how you're going to start your practice. Our first example is 11a minus 5c plus 3a equals. So first we're going to use the commutative property by moving our like terms next to each other. So I'm going to move the 3a next to the 11, and then I can see that 11a plus 3a is 14a, and there's no like terms to combine with the 5c. So let's do this second one together. I see that 5 has a like term in the constant 9. So I'm going to use the commutative property of addition, and I'm going to move those next to each other. Once I've done that, it's very easy to simplify and have our final simplified expression of 14 plus 11y. And I'm going to move that answer down here so you can see the difference between the work and the answer. I think you're totally prepared for this. You guys have been doing a great job. So just let your teachers know if you need anything.